Good afternoon, good evening, good morning everybody out there. YouTube land and Vader Moz coming to you with a Funko video. This one is an educational video. We're going to go over horror pops and what is currently vaulted. Now, some of you may be asking, what does vaulted mean exactly? As if it wasn't common sense. But then again, some of you may be new to the game and may want to understand what the context is for vaulted when it regards Funko Pops. What Funko likes to do is something very similar to Disney. They'll release a product, and then after a certain amount of time, determined by Funko, determined by sales, I'm not certain exactly what it's determined by, but probably some of those things, Funko will then retire that pop. Some of us call that vaulted. Some of us refer to it as retired. I like to use vaulted. So, when they retire or vault a pop, they will stop producing it and stop making it available for order. What happens then is, of course, the ones that are out in the wild will then, of course, dry up, and they will eventually be gone and only available on the aftermarket. That's when they begin to get pricey. So this week, in actuality, the most recently vaulted, and I'm only going to cover the horror-related pops here. Now, horror is, of course, a broad term. I'm trying to define it, and I don't know if I got it correct, but I got it as far as I consider it. How about that? So, the most recently vaulted horror pops were Predator, which is pop number 31 of the movie line. He's going to be this one right down here. And then the next group of vaulted pops I'm going to mention, these aren't ones that I personally collect. Even though I've enjoyed the show in the past, I don't collect the pops because I didn't get in on the ground floor. I don't want to play catch up when it comes to that. And that's going to be the Walking Dead pops. And we have three pops that were recently vaulted in April and March from the Walking Dead. The Well Walker, which is the television pop number 155, was vaulted the same day as Predator, April 30th, 2018. Carl, for, Walking Dead TV series number 97, March 12th. And Herschel Green was also recently vaulted on March 12th. This is all 2018. And I'll have pictures of those up here, of course, as we go. The next one that I was a little hesitant to add in here because I haven't been buying them, but then again, it is driven from a horror video game. From Resident Evil, we have The Licker. That's games number 158. It was vaulted here in March. So if you're a horror collector, this is good to know. If you want to be able to get these things, you need to know that now is the time to act if you see it in the store. Don't wait, because it's going to eventually end up going up and or be harder to find. The Crow was recently vaulted. That's right, guys. The Crow, Brandon Lee's version of The Crow, pop number 133 of the movies line, was recently vaulted here February 21st. So you may want to get on that if you see one of the stores and you have any interest in that. I know The Crow is not considered necessarily a horror movie, but for some particular reason, unbeknownst to me, and I even have it too, the horror fans buy it. We got some more Walking Dead. Prison Glen Rhee, vaulted the 21st of February. Nightshade Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas. She was vaulted, she's number 154, also vaulted February 7th. Gabriel from The Walking Dead, number 386, Pop Television. He was vaulted December 20th. And that was 2017. So we're already in 2017. There are other pops that are getting vaulted, but I'm not listing them here because they are not horror. And I'm going to specifically regard horror when it comes to these pops. Let's see if... Now, see, I was on the fence with including this one. Pride, Prejudice, and Zombies. I mean, there's zombies in it. So I put them in there. Parson Collins and Mr. Darcy were both vaulted, but none of the zombie girls or any of the female characters were vaulted yet. So number 268 and number 269 of the movies line, they were vaulted November 7th of last year. Alright, now here's one that I personally put in, although I only have one figure from this line, and I don't intend to collect the whole line, but Supernatural, Charlie, who was played by Felicia Day. She was vaulted September 25th, 2017. That was Pop Television line number 176. I got her over here, but you won't see her because she's off to my left. Let's see. Nightmare Before Christmas. We have the Pumpkin King version of Jack Skellington. And he was vaulted, he's number 153. He was vaulted July 18th, 2017. Yeah, you might see my list pop up here. Another supernatural Bobby Singer. I liked Bobby. He was a fun character. I was sad to see his character go. Bobby Singer, Pop Television number 305, was vaulted on July 18th, 2017. And then we're going to go into some American Horror Story. Now, I don't collect this line. I got Twisty and that's it. Although I did see a couple other ones that were kind of cool, but I don't know if I really want to go back for it. I mean, I liked the first season, but then I started having problems with it. But anyway, so American Horror Story had the Countess vaulted. She was Pop Television number 342, and she was vaulted on June 15th. Then we have the X-Files. Dana Scully and Fox Mulder both were vaulted Pop Television number 183 and number 184. And I believe the Alien was vaulted around the same time. He's further down on the list because he has an unknown vault date. For some reason, some of the vaulted pops, they couldn't procure a date as to when that happened. But I'm gonna go ahead and loop that in with the X-Files pop. Probably vaulted around the same time. So they were vaulted January 27th for Fox and December 7th for Dana. So somewhere around there, the Alien from X-Files most likely got vaulted as well. And that is 2017 for Fox, and Dana vaulted in 2016 in December. Then we're going to move on to some more Supernatural. We got Castiel dressed as Steve, the convenience clerk, and he was vaulted September 27th, 2016. Pop number 304 in the television line. Walking Dead Michonne in the constable uniform, television line pop. She was number 307, and she was vaulted September 26, 2016. Shaun of the Dead. Yeah, Ed from Shaun of the Dead. Number 241 of the Pop Movies line, and that was vaulted July 27th, 2016. Then we have one Universal monster that seemed to either get released later. In fact, if I looked at the release dates, I could probably answer this. Or just took a long time to get vaulted. The Wolfman, number 114 of the Pop's movie line, was, let's see, he was vaulted July 27, 2016, and he was released sometime in 2015. So perhaps if we keep that in our mental Rolodex, we'll know when I get to the rest of the Universal monsters, which I believe all of them are vaulted when their release dates were. Then we also have a whole bunch of Walking Dead. They were all vaulted. They're all vaulted on May 29th, 2015. We got Woodbury Walker, number 101. Penny, number 99. Rick Grimes in the Prison Yard, and that was number 67. Glenn, number 35. Bicycle Girl, she was number 16, and RV Walker, number 15. All Walking Dead television series pops, all vaulted May 29th, 2015. We're going to move on to the next page here. Alrighty. So, let's go up to the top of the list. More American Horror Story pops. Hypodermic Sally, number 324, the television line, American Horror Story. She was vaulted unknown. So you're going to run into a lot of these where they don't have the actual date of the vault. Now, I wish they would at least put the year it was vaulted. That would be kind of convenient. But all I got is released 2016. So she didn't last long. I mean, it's only 2018, and the Hypodermic Sally is already gone. The Walking Dead, Abraham, number 309. TV series, vaulted unknown. Released 2015. Now here's a movie I almost neglected to mention just because, is it horror? I don't know. But I gave it to the horror line because it had horror in the title of the movie. So the Rocky Horror Picture Show Funko Pops. Riff Raff, Magenta, Janet Weiss, Dr. Frankenfurter, Columbia, and Brad Majors. So Riff Raff number 212, Magenta number 213, Janet Weiss, number 210. Dr. Frankenfurter, number 209. Brad Majors, number 211. And those were all from the Pop movie lines, all vaulted in 2015, but no, excuse me, all released in 2015, but no vault date. But they're gone. They are vaulted. Next up, we got two from the American Horror Story. Tattler Twins, number 242, the Pop television line for American Horror Story. Unknown vault date, released in 2015. Elsa Mars and Miss Petite, excuse me, Ma Petite. Number 241 of the American Horror Story television series. Vaulted, unknown, released sometime in 2015. Then we go on to the rest of the Universal Monsters. Now, what did I say that the Wolfman got released? He got released in 2015. Yeah, these were first. All right, so there's a whole list of Universal Monsters. I need a lot of them still, but Metaluna Mutant, number 118 of the movies line, Universal Monster, vault date unknown, released sometime in 2014. All of these were released in 2014. Creature from the Black Lagoon. I do have a glow-in-the-dark version of it, but not the common or the metallic or the gray. There's a whole bunch of different ones. The Creature of the Black Lagoon, pop number 116 of the movies line, vaulted unknown, released 2014. The Mummy, number 115 of the Pop movies line, Universal Monsters, that's vaulted unknown, released sometime in 2014. The Bride of Frankenstein, which is a recent acquisition for me. However, this is just for the common. For Stashpedia, they don't necessarily list exclusives. I don't know why that is. I'm assuming because the manufacturer that requests the exclusives have their own numbers and their own information, and they don't share it necessarily with Funko. But I would think Funko knows how many they made. I don't know. I'm just, spitballing here. So, The Bride of Frankenstein, Pop movies number 113. In fact, let me take a look at mine. She is still number 113. She's just glow-in-the-dark variant. So, perhaps that's why they share the same number. She's vault date unknown, released in 2014. Dracula, number 111. I skipped Frankenstein, but we'll get back to him. Number 111, vaulted unknown, released 2014. Frankenstein, he was number 112. And I don't have him yet. I don't have Dracula yet either. Vaulted Unknown, released in 2014. Then we move on to some more Walking Dead. This is how I feel about it. We got, all of these were Vaulted Unknown, released 2014. We got Teddy Bear Girl. She's pop number 154, the television series line. Tyrese, number 152. And Maggie, number 98 of the television series, television line for The Walking Dead. All released in 2014, vault dates unknown. Sharknado. Now, this is interesting. Even though it was released strictly to television, it was a movie, but Funko decided to put it under their television line. So this is Funko Pop number 134. And they did have a Comic-Con exclusive of this particular pop as well. And they may have had Comic-Con exclusives of others that I mentioned, but I know for a fact there is one of this. I'm on the fence whether I personally need it in my collection, because I thought the movie was just so bad it wasn't ever scary. And it was, not that all these movies were ever scary, but, it just, is it horror? I don't know. But I added it because some of you guys have it. Sharknado number 134, vaulted unknown, released 2014. Captain Spaulding. Where are you? Captain Spaulding, my nice little clown friend from the Rob Zombie movies. Devil's Rejects, and of course before that, House of a Thousand Corpses, and perhaps a third movie. Captain Spaulding, pop number 58 of the Pop movie line. He's been vaulted for quite some time, I know that, but they don't have a date. I'm thinking 2015, but they don't have a date on here. Released, though, in 2014. Sam from Trick or Treat, another one that I have right here. Sam from Trick or Treat. That alleviates the issue of me having to pull them out. Sam from Trick or Treat, Pop Movies number 57, and vaulted unknown, released in 2014. Then we have the Deadite for Army of Darkness. This was another grail that I got. Now there's two different Deadites. There's a con exclusive, which you'll be able to see pretty easily over here. He's right here next to Sam. He's a con exclusive. He glows in the dark. He's from the Bangkok Comic Con of 2014. So he was released and vaulted in 2014 for that one. That's Pop Movies number 54. Now I have a common Deadite. Oh, that's right. He should be over here as well. Down here at the bottom, underneath Ash. I probably should put them together, but I don't want to mess with the stack anymore. So that, of course, is the actual dates for him. I don't have a vault date for the Deadite, but I do have a release date of 2014. Same number, number 54. So Army of Darkness, Deadite, right there. Ash is still in production, though. See, we have some more American Horror Stories. One, this is from Coven, I think, mostly, except for the last two. The last two are from the first season, which is the season I did watch. I may eventually go back and watch them, but who knows. So American Horror Story, Papa Legba. That's pop number 175 of the television line, release date unknown. Vaulted unknown, release date 2014. All of these are released in 2014. Misty Day, number 174 of the television line. Myrtle Snow, that's number 173 of the television line. And then we move on to the season 1 characters, Rubberman, which is number 169 television series, and Tate Langdon, which was number 168 of the TV series Pops. These are all released in 2014, vault dates unknown. We got more Walking Dead. This is a long list. We're almost done, though. We're almost done. I'm going to try to keep up with this because I know finding the horror-specific Pops was a chore. You had to go through the entire thing. It's a long list of vaulted Pops. And then there's Dorbs in there. My God, take the Dorbs out, people. We don't care. I did write them down, though. We'll do another video for that. So we got some more Walking Dead. Meryl Dixon, number 69 of the television series line. Vaulted Unknown, of course, released 2013. So he's an old one. These are all released 2013 with vault dates unknown. Prison Guard Walker, number 68 of the television line. Michonne's Pet 1 and 2, released 2013. And subsequently, the pet number 1 is 37, and the number 2 is 39. Michonne is 38. And she was, of course, released in 2013 and is now vaulted. So she's the one that you first see when you first watch The Walking Dead, and she shows up at the, was it the end of Season 2, beginning of Season 3, one of the two. And she's got her pets behind her. She's got her hoodie. So those are those. Then we got 2 Nightmare Before Christmas, only one of which I really want. Sally, Day of the Dead edition, number 70 of Nightmare Before Christmas. This is the Disney line. And Vaulted Unknown, released 2013. Now, the one that I really want, and is a grail for most people, I probably will never afford it unless I trip over one and hopefully don't damage the box in the process. The Mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas. That's Pop Disney's number 40, released 2012. And the really cool thing with the Mayor, even though I don't have it, his head does spin. So you can change his face from the happy to the grumpy face. And then there's the X-Files Alien. We don't have a release date or a vault date, so I just, like I said, I would lump that in with the X-Files. But I do have the number here. He's Alien. He's number 186 of the television line, so that might help. Then we got some more Walking Dead. This is Daryl Dixon. Now, he's pop number 14 of the television line, but there's a twist. So they were both vaulted and released unknown, but there's 2 of them. There's 2 Daryls with the same number. He's number 14 of the television series line Walking Dead. One is a regular, 3.5-inch pop in a 4-inch box. The other one is a 9-inch Daryl. In fact, if you look back at my pop swap video from my last video, I believe, I'll put a link up here. You'll see I found one and went right by it. And I didn't want to buy it, so that's why I went by it. Let's see, some more Nightmare Before Christmas. Jack Skellington and Oogie Boogie. It's a 2-pack. It's number 5 of the Disney line. I don't know if it's Disney or Disney 2-pack line, but it's number 5. Vaulted and released unknown. Now here's one. Here's a little education behind it, and this is why I want it so bad. So the Misfits Fiend. It's pop number 33 of the Rocks line. Now why is this thrown into the horror? Because it's a skull face with a robe? Maybe. Possibly. Some of you probably believe that. The other reason why it's thrown into horror is because the Misfits were a horror punk band. They did a lot of their songs based on old horror movies and whatnot. But the real reason why this should be in the horror category is because it's based off of a horror serial called the Crimson Ghost from 1946. So the Misfits utilized the likeness of the Crimson Ghost as their mascot. And the Crimson Ghost is from 1946. So even though this is a Pop Rocks pop, it is an awesome pop to have in any horror collection, and I can't wait to find one. I'm going to look. I've of course seen them, but I've not been happy with the boxes. The last one on the list that I have, he's got an unknown release date, unknown vault date, but I don't think he's as old as some of these other ones, but he could be. Well, he's pretty old, actually. He's number 17 of the movies line. Edward Scissorhands. Now, is that movie really horror? No. But he kind of fits in. You know, you can't help but put him in there. Just like for me, and this one's vaulted too, date unknown. It's not on those lists, and it's not a horror pop, but my V for Vendetta pop. V for Vendetta was just a cool pop to have. Now, I know I missed somebody, because I just saw her. How did I miss her? Because I forgot to mark her off. So, let's backtrack on the list here. Vaulted July 18th, 2017, and released in 2016, Elvira, Pop Television Series, number 375. I skipped her, I forgot to mark her, and I apologize for that, but that is all the horror pops that I deemed worthy to be included in this list that have been vaulted. There are other pops that you might deem worthy, even ones that I collect, like the Buffy the Vampire series. I didn't put those in there. That TV show is a bit more... You're probably asking yourself, why not Buffy, but why Supernatural? Supernatural started out with the intentions of being a more horror-based show. Buffy never did. And that's why I separated them. And also, maybe later I'll go over that list, but I was tired. I was done with it. There's other games that I might have not put in, like BioShock is a kind of a horror element game, but I never personally played it, so I couldn't attest to it. Although I do like the, with a little girl with the hypodermic, she's really cool, and Big Daddy's pretty cool, but I really don't want to get 6-inch pops if I can help it. There's stuff that I left out that you may deem worthy, and stuff that I put in that you might not. And it's all a matter of opinion because they don't have a pop horror line. You know what I missed, though? There was another one I missed. How did I miss it? Where are you? Now I'm pissed. Pop number 1. And get this. Of the sci-fi series for Pop Funko. Martian from Mars Attack. So it's weird. It's a movie, right? But it's in the sci-fi category, so it makes it pop number 1. There's 2 different versions of the Martian. There's a glow-in-the-dark version, and then there's a Comic-Con exclusive that is metallic. And they are both ungodly expensive. Released in 2012, vault date unknown. I may have missed some more too, guys. I really wish I had a highlighter or something so I could have marked these off as I went down the list. But anyway, guys, so that's that. This video is going to be really long. So it's going to be fun to pull off my phone. In fact, we're going to segregate it now. So as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all of you. And I hope that you guys like the video. If you like the video, please hit the like button down there. Please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Share the video so that we can get 1,000 subscribers and get these It Wave 2 out of here. Stranger Things Wave whatever out of here. And whatever you guys comment for a 3rd place prize, I'm going to try to work it out. We'll see what the general consensus is. So get on that, guys. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a good day, guys.